Ever wondered who was the very first superhero created by the minds behind Superman? You might think of the Man of Steel himself, but the answer is actually a lot more magical. Meet Doctor Occult, the original ghost detective who debuted all the way back in 1935, a full 3 years before Superman flew onto the scene. It's created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, the same legendary duo. Doctor Occult was their first foray into the world of heroes, and he set the stage for everything that came after. So who is Doctor Occult? His real name is Richard Occult, and he's a private investigator who specializes in the supernatural. Think of him as a classic film noir detective, trenchcoat and all. But instead of chasing down jewel thieves, he's taking on ghosts, vampires, and interdimensional demons. He wasn't born with powers. He gained them after being trained by a mysterious group of mystics known as the Seven. They gifted him with incredible abilities like astral projection, telekinesis, hypnosis, and the power to create illusions. One of the most unique things about Doctor Occult is his signature weapon, the symbol of the Seven. This is a powerful mystical artifact, a circular disc divided into 7 sections, each with a different magical function. It's not just a cool accessory, it's his primary tool for channeling his powers and battling the forces of darkness. It can create force fields, fire energy blasts, and help him communicate with spirits. It's basically his all-in-one ghost-busting gadget. Now here's where his story gets really interesting. Doctor Occult isn't always alone. He often works alongside a woman named Rose Psychic. In their earliest adventures, they were presented as separate individuals. But later on, their story was retconned, revealing a much deeper connection. It turns out, Richard and Rose are 2 halves of the same soul, mystically bonded. When one of them is active in the physical world, the other resides in a spiritual plane. It can even merge into a single, more powerful being when the situation gets dire. This duality adds a fascinating layer to his character, making him one of the most complex magic users in the DC universe. Despite being DC's oldest hero, Doctor Occult has often flown under the radar. While characters like Zatanna and John Constantine took the spotlight in DC's magical corner, Doctor Occult remained a background player. He's been a member of magical teams like the Sentinels of Magic, and has made appearances in major events like the Books of Magic, where he helped guide the young Timothy Hunter, as the wise, experienced elder statesman of magic, the one other heroes turned to when they need advice on ancient threats. So why isn't he more famous? Part of it is because he was created in an era before the modern superhero archetype was fully formed. His adventures were more like spooky mystery tales than epic superhero slugfests. But his influence is undeniable. He was the prototype, the test run that paved the way for Superman and the entire DC universe. He established the idea of a hero with a secret identity who fights for the greater good. From his noir-inspired beginnings to his complex mystical lore, Doctor Occult is a foundational piece of comic book history. He's the unsung hero, the original magical guardian who was protecting the world from supernatural threats long before it was cool. The next time you see a magic user in a DC comic, remember the ghost detective who started it all? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into comic history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Let me know in the comments which obscure hero you'd like to see me cover next. See ya.